Welcome back. It's Carla's Calorie Crush, week 28. Week 28. I was a bit disheartened last week. I had that gain of £3. I still don't know whether it was a true gain or not, because I don't think the loss from the week before was a true loss. But I did find it a bit disheartening to have thought that I'd achieved 5 stone and then discover I hadn't. However, I stayed on my plan. I've eaten well again this week. I've enjoyed my food and made sure not to let that gain derail me. I'm going to insert some footage here from my what I'm calling my cheat bit, my fitness tracker thing, and talk about how that works, and then we'll come back to how I think about it afterwards. So the app is called Fit Pro, and that goes with my ASWE fitness tracker. I'll link that below in the description box. When you open the app, it looks like this, and there is a little refresh button that you tap, and then it says get datas. It is translated from another language, and so it's not the easiest thing to understand. Once you've pressed that sync button, it then collects the data from the fitness tracker watch, and you can go in and check your sleep pattern. I mean, this particular night I had apparently excellent sleep, so that was good. When I check back through previous nights, the sleep is either general, I'm not sure what general is supposed to mean, or good. You can flick through the various dates, and if you don't wear your watch to bed one night, it simply just misses that date out. There's just no data for that particular date. I do find it mildly annoying that when you leave each section there are adverts and you have to wait for the advert to play before you can go back. Maybe there's something you can do about that and I just haven't found it in the settings yet. Perhaps you can upgrade the app. If so, I won't bother because I won't pay not to see adverts. I'll just put up with them. But you can check your steps and you can look at that with a selection of dates to see if you're hitting your targets every day. As you can see, my average there is 6,191 steps, but I had only had it 3 days at that point. I'm not 100% confident that it's very accurate, because I've noticed that if I sit at my desk packing parcels, then it registers steps that I haven't taken. So I tend to take maybe 25% off what it says I've done and assume that that's probably more accurate. I suppose I could take it off when I'm working at my desk, but I wouldn't remember to put it back on. I did find it interesting that it tells you how many calories you will have burned by those steps you have taken, and it just goes to show that you can go on a 4-mile walk and after that you will have burnt off just about enough calories to have a sandwich. It also has a facility to measure your heart rate. You tap the watch and press start and it will measure your heart rate at any given point. I did find this very confusing because at one point I measured my heart rate when I was out walking the dogs and it was lower than my resting heart rate when I'm sitting at home. So I felt that perhaps there was something not quite right about that, but it could be that I was using it wrong. And then there's also a section where you can set a healthy habit and go into each day and punch to say whether you have achieved your healthy habit that day. And I only really wanted to track my activity, so this is not something that I will use, and I do not know what that little error message means at all. All in all, for £16, I think it's worth the money to just remind you to get up and move more. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how the app works. I'm not 100% convinced that it's very accurate, because it has, for example, told me that I've already done 940 steps this morning and I've spent most of it sitting at my desk. So I think it picks up arm movements and when I'm packing parcels and things like that. I don't want to keep taking it on and off every 2 seconds just because I'm doing something that involves my arms, and I've already got it on my non-dominant wrist, so I'm taking it a little bit with a pinch of salt. If it says I've done 5,000 steps, I'm assuming I've probably done more like 3. But I have set it to alert me if I've been sitting for an hour so that I'll get up and move around a bit. And the plan is that when it buzzes to say you've been sat on your ass for an hour, I'll get up and just do 5 minutes tidying or whatever, just to keep blood flow moving and all of that. It's been interesting watching my sleep tracking. I didn't realise how little quality sleep I get, and I don't really know what to do about that, apart from perhaps getting more exercise so that I sleep heavier at night. I had a bath. That was a breakthrough. That was the first bath that I have had in my own home for several years. I don't even know how long. Obviously I shower, I'm not minging, but that's the first bath I've had. And whilst it was difficult getting in and out with my knee, it wasn't impossible, and I will do it again. I can't get out of a bath full of water. I have to let the water out first, which is a bit chilly, so it's making sure the house is warm and so on and so forth. But yeah, that felt like a huge breakthrough. And also I climbed a hill, which again, huge breakthrough. That's in the waffle. If you follow my channel, you'll have already seen the waffle this week. After last week's video, I had a lot of comments regarding things that I might be able to do to change things. One of the things that has been mentioned several times is it time to lower my calories? My maintenance calories for my current height and weight and level of activity are 2,459 calories a day. So what that means, you do that on a TDEE calculator, and that works out how much you burn. Your basal metabolic rate is how much your body uses in your normal day-to-day life just to exist, and that's almost 2,500. The general accepted rule for weight loss is that if you wish to lose a pound of weight, you should cut 500 calories a day from your diet. That would give me 1,959 to lose a pound a week. I am still losing, on average, a pound or more a week, having 2,000 calories, which is why I haven't cut them yet. Having said that, you'll notice from my figures, I often don't have 2,000 calories. So what I'm saying is I'm still on a deficit. Without cutting my target calories, I'm still on a calorie deficit and I'm still losing weight. So I'm not ready to cut that target weight yet, although I am frequently under it. So at some point I will cut it, and we'll see how we get on. But I'm not worried yet. Like I said, I think it's still fairly early days. I know 6 months doesn't sound like early days, but for someone with the amount of weight, the amount of extra timber that I'm carrying, 6 months in and 5 stone loss is still fairly early days. And again, I'm hoping to get moving more. It looks like the gyms will be opening, I think it was mid-April. If the lockdown roadmap goes according to plan, I think the gyms will be open in mid-April, and then I'll go over and I'll rejoin the gym and I'll start doing a little bit more in that direction. I'm already moving more. I'm going up to the top field most days when I walk now, and I'm moving more, and even things like throwing the ball for the dogs, far more. In the small park, I didn't take the ball throw because frequently we would lose the bloody ball because we're surrounded by undergrowth and we'd lose the ball and it was more trouble than it was worth. So they would just run. Now I'm taking the ball throw because we've got the wider expansive field. They're running more. I'm getting more exercise. We got 10 minutes of exercise the other day searching for the ball which got hidden behind a post. So yeah, I'm getting more exercise and it'll carry on moving. I'm quite confident that it will carry on moving. So have a look at the food diaries, have a look at the calorie totals if that interests you, and we'll pop back in a minute when I've been on the scales. By the way, sorry about my clashing cardigan and top, but I was cold. I'll pop on the scales, we'll see how it went. Monday breakfast is Protein World Slender Waffles with strawberries and caramel Sweet Freedom syrup. Monday I've got this. It is a Asda calorie counted chicken curry and rice, 283 calories. I've also got a Tesco flatbread with it and a little blob of Crucial's yogurt and mint sauce because I think this might be a little bit too hot for my palate. I've got a very wimpy palate. Meal on Monday, I have got 200 grams of new potatoes which I've steamed in the pressure cooker. I have got 85 grams of steamed tenderstone broccoli, and I've got 100 grams of minted lamb steak. And 10 grams of butter that's already melted. I will put the calories on the screen. Put in, it's jelly and ice cream. Breakfast on Tuesday is banana and porridge with chocolate. I've got a teriyaki chicken wrap, which is 337 calories, and some apple and grape and a Pepsi Max, and I'm not going to eat coffee in the car, funnily enough. Tuesday evening meal is a chicken roast dinner. I've got chicken, roast potatoes, new potatoes, broccoli, peas and carrots, and I will have gravy in a minute. Wednesday breakfast, it is omelette. It is a bit scrambled because they always are by the time I get them out of the pan. Eggs, lower fat cheese, ham, and some leftover broccoli, which I've never had an omelette before, but why the hell not? Lunch, turkey breast and ham from Subway. Turkey breast and ham salad from Subway. Evening meal is a meatball and chicken pasta bake. It's breakfast time on Thursday and I've got waffles, banana and chocolate. I wanted strawberries, but my strawberries have gone off, despite the fact that I bought them yesterday. Apparently, if you want to eat strawberries, you have to eat them on the way home from the shop these days. Thursday lunch is a Sainsbury's casserole. I can't remember what. Lamb casserole. Sweet carrot and swede mash and tender green veg. Pudding is a Goo Light, strawberries and vanilla flavour. 153 calories. Evening meal on Thursday. This is a Sainsbury's ham, mushroom and spinach pizza, and the whole thing is under 500 calories. I think it's 453, but I can't remember exactly. If I know it's under 500, I will know by the time this video goes up. And I've got a piece of the cake that Debbie made, which she assures me is 200 calories a slice. Breakfast on Friday is a ham and cheese wrap, ham, egg and cheese. So it's got 2 slices of ham, an eggy omelette thing and a slice of plastic cheese. Lunch, I've got a McChicken sandwich, I've got Happy Meal fries and no fruit bag. I thought I was having a fruit bag.
No, it's in here.
I am having a fruit bag.
Hello.
Evening meal on Friday. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Evening meal on Friday. It was a bit heavy on lunch because I had mozzarella dippers as well in the end. So evening meal on Friday is a prawn pasta salad from Asda, which is 331 calories. And I also have some melon for afters. I forgot to record my breakfast. It was porridge. It was Mornflake golden syrup porridge. It's like oats, so simple, but you know, a cheaper brand. And I'm not sure how many calories yet. I'll go and find out. And I had 65 grams of banana and some chocolate with it. Lunchtime, and I've got Sainsbury's braised steak and mashed potato. I was going to do broccoli with it, and then I forgot. Evening meal is the Iceland lemon peri peri chicken skewers with savoury rice. Sunday breakfast is Protein World pancake waffles, strawberries and Sweet Freedom caramel syrup. Sunday lunch is a takeaway roast. I've got lamb, potatoes, mixed veg and a Yorkshire pud. Evening meal on Sunday is a Tesco prawn salad, 332 calories. Monday, oh dear. 21.12 and a quarter, which I round up to 21.12 and a half. There we go. That is a loss of £1.5 this week. Yeah, wouldn't it have been nice for it to be 3 and get back to that 5 stone? Does it matter? No, I'll get there. I will get there. £1.5 to add onto my weight loss board. There goes the 1. Oh, my little half slithered away. There's my half. So another £1.5 next week will get me back to 5 stone. If not, it'll be the week after. If not, it'll be the week after that. It'll happen. I'm confident that it will happen. Onwards and downwards. I haven't got a lot else to tell you this week. I was talking about this with Lainey and Heather after we did the live on Sunday, debating about whether to carry on doing these weekly videos. I don't know how much of my achievement has been built on the fact that I report in every week, on the fact that you guys are watching every week. I don't know how much of that has affected my achievement, or whether I would still have had that willpower if I hadn't done that. So there's a little worry that if I cut these back and do them fortnightly or monthly, which is what I was considering, that I may stop achieving. If they were monthly, would I be really, really naughty for 3 weeks and hope that I could get away with it by being good for a week? I don't know. But I think they might be a bit dull now. I think I think the repetitiveness of me coming on and going, this is what I've ate, this is what I've done, here I am, I'm a bit smaller, might be getting a bit thin now. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether you think I should carry on. Let me know how much of the videos you now watch. I can see from the figures that people don't watch the whole video, and I understand that. Let me know if you just chip in and say hello and then pop straight to the end to see how I've done. Let me know if let me know if they're dull. Let me know if you think there's something I could do to mix it up. Let me know if there's parts you think I should drop, do more of. Let me know if you just think it should be just a quick 3-minute weigh-in once a week. I'm interested in your opinions, and I'm interested in how you think it will affect what I'm doing. Whether you think that if I cut back on the videos, will it stall my weight loss? Will I stop achieving? Will I take advantage of the fact that nobody's watching? I'm not sure. But I'll be back next week with another one, and when I come back next week, we'll discuss what you've said in the comments to this one, and see what we can do. See what you think is doable. Should I cut them back? Should I do fortnightly? Should I do monthly? Should I carry on weekly? Should I just make them shorter? Should I carry on with the screenshots? Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments box below. Thank you for joining me this week. I appreciate your support as always. Well done to all of you who are continuing with your own weight loss challenges, and well done to those of you who have, the comment section is full of people who've achieved huge amounts, and also full of people who are struggling slightly, and we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We can do this together. I'm coming out of lockdown thinner than I went in, which is more than half the country can say, I think. So yeah, we can do this. I believe in you. If I believe in me, then I have to believe in you. And I will be back next week with Carla's Calorie Crush week 29. Take care. Bye for now.